Venerable Bhikkhuni, I have a question about the concept. What do you think about the concept, and how do you explain the concept?
Namo Buddhaya. Venerable sir, you asked about the concept, and I think in the modern world, concept is something that we all are much familiar with. There are so many concepts in the world in various fields of subjects, and people have various concepts. They entertain various concepts and beliefs. And there are so many faiths in this world, so many religions, and each religion or philosophy has its own set of concepts. For example, Christianity has the concept of God, and dharmic religions like Buddhism and Hinduism has the concept of karma and reincarnation and so forth. And the adherents of each philosophy or religion believe in each concept and hold the idea that the concepts of other religions are all faulty or wrong. However, the question is that if a Christian entertains the concept of creation and a Buddhist refutes the concept of creation, but however, various people can have various concepts and ideas, but what is the true nature of the world? And whether the true nature of the world is dependent upon the concept that each person holds for him or herself. Now there's a separate concept that, for example, karma manifests according to the concept of the person. For example, if you do not believe in karma, some people tend to believe that karma does not manifest in relation to your deeds. But is this the case? Apart from our faiths and beliefs, isn't there a separate mechanism that governs the world and the beings inside of the world? Now, according to Buddhism, the world is governed by cause and effect. Now, for example, everything in the world is a cause of several reasons. If a seed is planted and it grows on to become a tree, there are several reasons that determines the growth of the tree. The seed itself is not enough. You need several reasons like air, water, sunlight, and fertilizer, and so on. So the tree is an effect of all those causes. So this is the cause and effect in Buddhism. According to Buddhism, universe itself is the effect of several causes, and the being is an effect of several causes, and reincarnation is an effect of several causes. And this does not change according to various beliefs of person to person. So, as the basic, I'd like to point out the fact that people can have various concepts, but that does not affect the natural mechanism of the world. It is a separate thing, and the world that we build upon our thoughts, the conceptual world is a separate thing, and the natural world is a separate thing, and these two does not have an effect upon each other.
That means, Venerable Bhikkhuni, that some people believe that there is no rebirth, and some people believe that. What do you think about that? That means, just because they believe or not believe, could things happen outside? That means, for example, the rebirth. What do you think about that?
Yes. Before we talk about rebirth, it is the concept of a somewhat larger scale, and let us come to the grassroots level. What is the true rebirth? Now, a lot of people think when we say rebirth, they always attach it to physical bodies, the death and birth of a physical body. But the true rebirth is not concerning the physical body. Then what is the true rebirth? Inside our body, there's another thing that controls our body. What is that energy, or the main thing that controls our body? In our dreams, when we are sleeping, we dream. Now, is our body active while we are sleeping? No, but there's still another world that is very much functioning when our body is still not active. So this world is created by mind. So the question arises that when we are dead, when we are sleeping, there is a separate world functioning of its own, and sometimes when we are in a coma, it may happen, and there are a lot of life after death experiences researched into, and people recalling some kind of experiences out of their bodies. And what thing that generates all these experiences? It is the mind and our thoughts. So the true rebirth is when one thought is generated and it is gone, another thought is generated. We like to keep generating thoughts, and this is the true rebirth or reincarnation. Keep generating thoughts in a continuous way, in a chain. Due to this fact, when we are dying, our physical body is dying, we still want to keep generating thoughts. But a medium is not there. But to create a thought, we need a medium for the thought to manifest upon. So when a medium is no longer there, but we still want to keep generating the thoughts, a new medium is found and the thought is attached to it and keep generating the thought. So this is the true rebirth. So I invite you to think that whether you believe it or not, as long as you keep generating thoughts, they are going to be rebirth. Because you have a desire to generate thoughts. But when your body is no longer there, that desire causes you to attach yourself to another medium, or let's say another body, and keep generating the thoughts, generating the senses. Because you have a desire to feel, desire to sense things.
Experience things.
Yes, experience things. So this is what causes the rebirth. And whether you believe it or not, as long as you have the desire, it will manifest upon itself. So this is the basic explanation given about rebirth or reincarnation in Buddhism.
Yes. At this point, we can talk about the selfless condition of the world as well, I think. What do you think about? That means because why I said so is some people think that just because they believe something, things happen outside. Also, some people think that just because they not believe, things do not happen. At this point, actually, I also think that you may agree that here inside the real nature, there is selfless nature. So I think people should understand that selfless nature. Understanding the selfless nature, they should come to understanding that things happen dependent on causes, not because of their mere beliefs or not believing or believing. Am I right?
Yes, of course. There are so many things in this world that we have no control whatsoever over those things. For example, there are very simple things that happen on a daily basis, that happens on a daily basis in the world, and yet we have no control over, like rain and sunlight and the occurrence of day and night. We have no control over it. It happens completely separate from our individual conceptual world. So we cannot affect it through our concepts. If we believe that it's not going to rain today, is it going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. It is independent. So just like this, there is an independent mechanism that governs the world. Our concepts cannot affect that. So whether we believe it or not, things are going to happen, and Buddhism is about accepting it, accepting that there
Reality.
are things that we cannot change.
Yes.
For example, Hindus are yearning for an eternal existence, but Buddhism expressed that the inherent nature of the world is very dynamic. It is not constant. It's a dynamic nature, ever-changing nature. So no matter how much we yearn for an eternal, blissful state, it's not going to be achieved. So it's not going to change anything. You can go to a certain state, certain realm of the world and stay for some time, but it's not going to last forever, no matter how much you believe it. So the Buddhism is about accepting this very impermanent, ever-changing nature of the world and being in union with that. The true nature of the world. It is about going conceptless. It's about having no concept. It's about realizing the nature of the world, the true
As
nature
it
of
is.
the world as it is.
Yes, I can understand.
That is the reality. That is called vipassana.
Yes.
Vipassana means seeing through. Seeing through to what? To the reality of the world, the
Yes.
true nature of the world without having our own concepts and ideologies.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.